So, hello, good evening, guys. Can you guys hear me? So, can you guys confirm it if it's audible? Then we'll start with the arrays. Yes, correct. Avijit. Thank you, Avijit. So we'll start with arrays. We'll see 1-2 problems with arrays, how to traverse an array, and 1-2 problem like printing tables and everything. We'll start 2-3 problems. Then we'll start with stacks. Then tomorrow we'll do a good project on functions. We'll revise functions on huge level. Okay, guys. Okay, let me share my screen first. Okay, I shared my screen. Guys, confirm it like if my screen is visible. Abhijit, can you? Okay, no problem. I'll once revise on pointers and arrays. I'll try to cover that. Then I'll move with questions. Okay, great, no problem, Avijit. I'll move with pointers, but basically pointers like we don't study in that fast way. Are you getting it, Avijit? Okay, I'll go with pointers once, like how to declare and how it's done. From this slide to this slide, I'll go here. Okay, great. Mm. Okay, so great. So so yesterday we started with arrays. Then like today we'll see like Abhijit asking for the pointers. Like okay, one thing is before starting pointer, let me go through. Okay, before going here, I'll just revise that we studied yesterday that we saw the definition that array is a data structure which stores data like lots of values in it, and like its size is fixed and it should be in continuous memory. Like we saw the definition, right? It should be like it's a collection of data of same data type and it should be in continuous memory location. So we understood like yesterday this one. Okay, next is I said that arrays and pointers are closely related because array name stores the address of the first element of the array. Like if I say int marks, I've written int marks and I defined the array as size 5 and I've given the elements. So this is the way of writing syntax of array, correct? So you guys know it. Now if I do cout marks, no, it will not print the values of it. What I said, C++ interprets the array name as the address of the first element. Address of the, if this is the array, then address of the first element, this marks represent. So if I do cout marks, no, if its address is 1024, it will show 1024. Are you getting it? So this is what means, like address of the first element, array name basically that stores. So okay, just leave it right now this one. Okay, I'll go to here. Pointers, about pointers, yesterday I have talked about normal variable, that this is the normal variable. A is what? Ordinary variable, normal variable which stores what? Value 5, correct? Now how to declare an pointer, how to declare and initialize an pointer. So pointer variable is like the data type is given here, data type is integer, correct? This is data type of A, not pointer. Data type of pointer will always be integer. This thing you have to remember. Okay, so this int is not data type of iptr, it is data type of a. Iptr is what? It's a pointer variable name, correct? So how to declare? We write int star iptr is the pointer variable name. Okay, you call it pointer or pointer variable, both are same. So star iptr, like this is the way we define star iptr assignment operator and ampersand a. So this is read as address of a. This is read as address of a is stored in iptr. Are you getting it? So this is what it means. Suppose if I write, int a equals to 20, correct? And I write int, you know star iptr, like suppose I declare as an array. So okay, leave this one. Leave this one, don't get confused. So what this mean, are you guys getting it? iptr store what? Iptr is a pointer variable name that store address of a, not value of a. Okay, should I take one example of hi Banani Sarkar, good evening, good evening. uh, Hi Avijit, hi Shayad, everyone, good evening to all. So should I take one example like what I'm talking about, address of and all the stuff? Okay, I'll take. Suppose I'm declaring a variable int a equals to 5. Okay, and I'm defining a pointer variable, suppose star iptr equals to, okay, address of a. Okay, now if I do see out, okay, and if I write a, what value should come here, guys? Comment it out, what value should come out? If I written this program, what value should come out? What is the value of a? 5. 5 should come out, isn't it? See, 5 is coming out. Okay, now, okay, I'll write endl here. Now if I do see out, and if I write iptr, okay, what value should come? What I said, this is the way of defining what? Pointer. So iptr is a pointer variable that is storing address of a. So in memory, what I told yesterday, so suppose this is the, you know a, which is value is having 10, correct? So it has some address, isn't it? So this address will be printed. So if I do see out iptr and l, so you see what value will come. You see some address is coming out. This 5 is coming out for this line. 10th line 5 is coming out because value of a is what? 5, correct? Then if I do see out iptr means what? Iptr is the pointer variable. Pointer variable stores what? Pointer variable store address of a, because we have written address of a. So address of a, this is address, some hexadecimals or something is coming out. Okay, correct. Now see one more thing. If I write see out and I write star, I dereference it iptr, then you'll see when I use dereference in front of a pointer variable, that time it will give the value of that, so this 12th line should give as 5 as answer. Should I run it? Okay, let's see. You see, first 5 is coming for this line, 10th line. For 11th line, some address is coming out because this is pointer variable. When I use dereference, that means it will give some value. So this is the concept of pointer. Basically, we don't do like in like a pointer in one class, or like a half an hour or 1 hour. I basically take lots of classes for pointer to teach pointer, lots of examples, because lots of operators are we use and all those stuffs. So there we get. So have you got the thing, Abhijit? Okay, great, great. Now this was done. So I'll copy it and I'll just paste it. Okay, whatever I'm doing now, let me copy and paste everything. So if Okay. Now we'll go with what? We'll do some traverse and array, and we'll see 1 2 examples for array. Then we'll start with stack. Okay, great. So now we want to write a program that how to traverse, like we want to traverse an array, like display the like elements of an array. Are you guys getting it? Suppose I'll define some array and I want to print those elements in an array. So what I have to write is print the elements of an array. So this is the thing I want to do. Okay, print the elements of an array. Okay, great. Now I in the main function I'll come, and in the main function what I'll do, I'll define a what? I'll define a array, correct? So suppose I am writing int, okay, arr, suppose, and suppose I give array size as 6 and I do initialization, then in curly braces I have to write, isn't it? So I'll write 2 8 9 4 6 7. So 336 done. So I'll end it, terminate. I defined, like I did initialization and I defined the array. Now what I have to do, like I want to like run a loop for traversing all the elements in an array, correct? So as I said yesterday, that array elements, like first element has what index? 0. Array index start from where? 0. So correct. So I'll write for loop for that. So before that I'll write at cout the array elements are. I'll write this way and I enter. Okay. Now I'll run a for loop for what? I'll run a for loop for printing the elements of an array. Correct. So what I'll do is I'll write for, we'll do initialization from where? Suppose my iterating variable is, this is for what? This is for what? Printing the elements of an array. So this is the thing. Okay. So I'll run a for loop for traversing all the array elements. So it is starting from 0, isn't it? The two first element, which is 0th index, is what? The first element, isn't it? So let me take my iterating variable as I, int I. I'll initialize it with what? 0, because this is 0th index. So I have to start from here. Okay. Now I have to go till where? What is the size? Till 6, right? So like till 5 it will print, because 0 1 2 3 4 5 are the 6 elements, isn't it? So I'll write as what? I is less than what? 6, isn't it? Now I'll increment it. Like every time I run the for loop, it will go and like do that. Then I'll print out the elements, whatever it's there inside that. So cout, then what I'll do, I'll write array, and what is that iterating variable? I, isn't it? Then I'll give space, some space. Okay. Now, yes, correct, Avijit. So this is the way we'll do. So let us run. If it's like it giving the output, you see the array elements are 2 8 9 4 6 7. Correct. If I change the value to like I suppose I change it the size as 10. Okay. Now I put value for more, 79 45 4 5 6 7 8 5 and 8. So this should, no, I have to change here also, because see, only 6 values are printing, because iterating variable we are iterating till where? 6. What I have to write here? For printing the whole array, what I have to do? I have to change the range to where? 10, isn't it? So if I do 10, then we'll get the whole array, isn't it? So now I run it. You see, all array elements are getting there. Correct. Now we'll move to the next part. So this is the traversing of an array is done. Correct. Now if we want to take input from the user, like I don't want to define the array in the first place, I want to take input from the user and that getting stored in the array, and that is printing. Can we do that? Let us try. For that, what I have to do? For that, what I have to do? I don't want to define the array at the first position, so I'll delete it, this one. So this will take from the user. Suppose I reduce to 6, like array size as 6, and this. So this is what? Declaration of an array. Correct. Now we want to take input from the user, isn't it? So the array elements will write array elements at. Now we have to store before print. This will do what? This will print. Correct. This will stay. Okay. Now we have to store that also. For that we also need a for loop, isn't it? Store values in array, because we'll store in 0th position, 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, right? For that we need a for loop. So how we'll write? From where we will be storing, guys? From where we'll be storing? We'll be storing from where? Okay, we'll be storing from 0th index, isn't it, guys? Okay, great. So I'll write for, we'll write a for loop, and I write int. I'll give the iterating variable here as what? Suppose I give j here equals to 0, then j is less than what? 6, and then j plus plus. So this will do, this will store the value, and I'll write cin, and what is the array name? ARR, correct? And will store in what? J. So this will be storing all the values in this for loop, correct? Then after that we'll write cout, and I'll give cout numbers are, isn't it? Now this will first one, this for loop will store the value whatever there in the, like there are 6 elements, so from it starting from 0 it will store scene 0 1 2, so it will store. Now we want to print that also, isn't it? We want to print that also. If I run it, it is asking for the elements, because we have to give how many elements? 6 elements, isn't it? So 6, 59, 45. I missed one in the middle. Okay, due to I missed in between, so it's giving garbage value. Let me run it once again. Okay, so suppose I am giving 4, 5, 6. Okay, website issue. Okay, let me give 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, not 6. So I want to give 9. So it's giving 4, 5, 6, but its garbage value is also giving. Are you get? okay, sorry, I have to change the value here also, right? Because it is giving value, so it's giving garbage value with that. Are you getting it? So I have to change to what, 6 here, isn't it? So that's why it's giving, okay, I didn't change the value, value there. So if I want to store 1, okay, now I want to store 2, correct? Now 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you see, numbers are, we gave input, 6 inputs we have give. Now numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why those garbage values were coming? Because in printing the elements we are giving 10, like 10 as the array size, but we don't want to go there, right? So that's why. So this is the way you can take input from the user and just print it. Are you guys getting it? Yes. ARR what, Abhijit? Okay, great. We'll move forward. We'll go forward. We did this thing with the array, correct? Now, what we are studying, that, okay, great. So, but and with arrays, you guys can practice more. Like take one homework, like you one homework I'm giving for arrays, as assignment. That try to print the table of 10. Table of 10, like 10 zeros are 0, 10 ones are 10, 10 twos are 20, 10 to like 10 fours are 40, up till 10 tens are 100. Try to print that with array, like try to do that with array. So yes, Abhijit, are you saying something? Input value what? Array, ARR, input value what? Did you not understand this? So this is for storing the value. See, in for taking input from the user, ARR of J means what? First it will take 0. ARR of 0 means first element. ARR of 0, whatever we put, that will be stored here. Then like it will be stored here, and this is for printing. This for loop is for printing the array elements, isn't it? So that will be stored here. Similarly, we'll be putting 1, J1, J2, J3, J4, J5. Then when you J6 will here, so it will, the for loop will end, because J should be, when J will be 6, 6 is not less than 6. So that time for loop will end and it will print till 6 numbers. Okay. So that is the thing. Yes, yes. For input we have yes, correct, correct. Thank you. So we'll move, like Avijit. One question for you guys is, try to print the, like with arrays. Try to write the table of 10. 10 ones, 10 zeros are 0, 10 ones are 10, 10 twos are 20, 10 threes are 30. That, try to do that with array. Okay, that is your homework. Okay, you can do solve lots of problem with arrays and lots of stuffs you can do, you can play with it. So that was the basic concept, that arrays size cannot be changed. Array like is a simple data structure, where you store data in similar data type in continuous memory locations, right? Now we'll move to, so this is very important. After array, like we'll implement stack using what? We'll implement stack using array. So when I was saying the, when I was that day, like previous day, when I was taking the example of stack, if you guys remember, when I was taking the what is the use case of stack, you guys, if you guys remember, I'll go that slide once. That was very initial class, I guess. Stack. So we saw that undo redo like operation we do in the word processor, or like browsing history, visited website, like I'll go there and go come back. So that is the use of stack. So that memory is getting stored in stack. So we'll try to implement stack today. I'll try to do one problem with stack. Okay. So before going that, here, like will stack is nothing, only just Stack can be implemented with STL also, stack can be implemented with linked list also, stack can be implemented with arrays. But as we have studied array, so we'll try to implement stack with what? Array, isn't it? So stack has 2-3 things, like insertion operator, that is called push. Like in stack, insertion operator is called push, and pop is for, like, that is deletion operator of stack. Okay, and is empty function we create, is full we create. So we'll see everything in detail. Is empty, what is empty function? So these are what? Functions, because what? These round brackets are there, so that's why it's a function. Correct? Is empty is a function, push is a function, pop is a function, is full is a function. These are what? Functions. Correct? So stack, as I said, stack can be seen in browsers. So suppose what happens in stack is, suppose this is a stack, this is a container, and I want to implement the stack in with array. Correct? So this is the first element, isn't it? So ARR of 0, that is 0th index, first index, second index, third index. Suppose we are considering that array is of size what? Of 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. First element, second element, third element, fourth element. So we are taking array of size 4. So when I go to www.google.com, correct, then I click what? Like I search let's upgrade. So these are what? These are getting stored in stack, in like implementation with array. So that data stored. Correct? So www, what I'm saying is, I just go here and I write www.google.com. Correct? Then I go and I put let's upgrade. Correct? Then I click on this let's upgrade. Then I go down and okay, then I go down and it is asking for the confirmation. Okay, I'll do it later. So it, that is that example I'm only taking. I go to www.google.com, then let's upgrade. Then what? Let's upgrade dot in. I'm clicking on, then data science full stack program. I'm clicking on that. Correct? So what is happening is, when I click on www.google.com, that is stored in the stack. Then when I click on let's upgrade, that is stored in the stack. Then when I let's upgrade dot in the website I'm clicking on, then it gets stored in the stack. Then when I click inside that website, let's upgrade dot in website, then that is also getting stored in the stack. When I clicking the back button, no, that time this is removing. So when is inserting, no, that is called as push. And when I clicking back button, so it will getting out from where? Top. Okay, it will get out from top. So that is called pop. So when I click back button, it is coming out. Then again clicking on back button, then we'll come back to the let's upgrade dot in. Then again, then it is popping out. Okay, so that by pop operation. So that there is the example of stack, like we can see in browser, in word processor, undo, like paste, undo we do. So there we can see the application of stack. So here what we do is, in stack is basically implementation of functions, nothing else. We'll see that today. The stack is nothing, just like implementation of what? It's an implementation of functions, nothing else than that. So we declare a variable that is top for checking whether the stack is full or not. Okay, like, so for traversing the stack, so we declare a variable that is called top. So that's why I've written top 0. So if it is top 0, it means it has, stack has something, so it is not empty. If top equals to 0, it means the stack is not empty. If top 1, it means there are 2 elements are there, top 0 will be there, top 1 will be there, isn't it? Top 3 means 4 elements will be there. We see top 3 written. Top 3 denotes data science program. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Top 3 means 4 elements are there. If I write top equals to -1, if I write top equals to -1, suppose, what does that mean? It means this stack has nothing, isn't it? Because top 0 represents it has 1 element. Top -1 will represent what? It has nothing. Are you guys getting it? Okay, let me move forward. So what is the way of declaring an array? We write data type, array name, and what are the size, and we terminate the set. This is the declaration of an array, isn't it? So to point the index of a stack, we use top variable. You see, top 0, 1, 2. These are what? Index. To point the index of a stack, we use the top variable and we declare it at how? How we declare a variable? Int top, and then we terminate it. So this is the like one variable we define. We can name it anything, but generally we take as top, correct? Then I have talked about what? Is full, is empty. These are the function I have defined, right? So is full, is empty. What is stack full means what? This function will do what? Like if it is like stack is full, then it will return 1, else it will return false. Like this function will check if stack is full or not. Stack full is a function that will check if the stack is full or not. Are you guys getting it? Yes. Are you? And then what is the? Okay. Okay. Great. Great. Okay, I'll move forward with the thing. Okay, so is stack full is what? It's a function. So is stack full is a function that will check whether the stack is full or not, correct? So if it is full, it will return 1 as true. Return 1 means it's true, like boolean value, true or false, right? So bool is a data type like int, that's give bool, like we write as bool, you know bool, and it gives false or true. False means what? 0. True means what? 1. So if the function returns something, this function returns something as true, then stack is full. And if it does not return, like if it returns 0, then it is empty, isn't it? So like we need to move forward. We'll check whether like how this function will work. Okay, now another. Okay, spelling mistake. Okay, is stack empty is there. This is another function. This function will return 1 if the stack is empty, because this function is checking for what? It is checking whether stack is empty or not, correct? Or else it will return 0. Are you getting it? So what I said, push is for what? Push is insertion operator in stack. Like generally push, what it does, it generally puts the value inside that a stack. So push is for, it's an insertion data, like it's insertion of data in the stack, correct? So that is push function does. What does pop function do? Like it basically the deletion operator. So just going through the, I'm just now going through the whatever the function we're going to use in the stack. We will implement right now, by the way, like how it's happening, how the stack is all going on. Are you getting it? So what I said here, you remember top equals to 0 represent it has one element is there. But when I said top equals to -1, it means it somewhere it lies here. It means stack has nothing. That's why top equals to -1, right? So top equals to -1, this represents the stack is empty. Top equals to -1 represents what? That stack is empty. Are you getting it? Okay, great. Now how to like push and pop operator, what we'll use there in push? This is the insertion of stack, isn't it? Push. So we'll check before writing the code. This is the algorithm. This is the algorithm. Before writing the code, this is the algorithm what will be written inside the push. Okay, so push is what? We'll check if the stack is full. Like if it is full, then if the stack is full, we cannot insert the data, right? Otherwise we'll increment the top variable by 1, isn't it? So if it is full, we cannot fill it, right? If it is top is 3, it is full, we cannot fill it because array size is what? Fixed. We cannot fill it. But if top, if it is not full. So we'll enter that thing and we'll increment the top variable by 1. Will increment, then we'll again enter, isn't it? So that is what it is saying, that if the stack is full, check if the stack is full. We'll check first it is stack is full or not. If it is full, we cannot insert the data, isn't it? Otherwise we'll insert the data and we'll increment the top variable by 1. Correct, because top variable is for what it is doing, it is checking whether the stack is full or empty, isn't it? So that is the work of top variable. Now in pop function what we'll write is check if the, like we'll check if the stack is empty or not. If the stack is empty, nothing is there, like if in stack nothing is there, then we cannot take out any values, isn't it? So we can't pop it. So stack will be like top will be what representing there, what top equals to -1, because top equals to -1 means what, that it has nothing, no elements are there in the stack. Otherwise pop elements like will decrement the value, because for deleting what we need to do, for from top variable 3 coming to 2, isn't it? For filling it is going from here to here. When we are deleting this, so it should come here, right? Isn't it? 3 should become 2. Like top variable 3 value should become 2. So it is what decrement operator, isn't it? So that is what it's saying, like we'll decrement it. Correct. Okay, this thing will directly see there in the code. Now let's try to jump in the code and try to go there and try to understand here. Okay, if then it will be like understandable here. Okay, one thing is what we need to, okay, remove this. We remove this. Okay, now one thing is we have to declare an array, isn't it? Suppose I declare an array as ARR, array name as ARR. Okay, correct. Now I give as the size as 6. Size of array is 6. Then declaration of an array is done. Now one thing I have to do is int top, but int top equals to -1. We declared an top variable as as -1. This will check what if the array is fully empty or not. Like we just initialize the top value as -1. Correct. So this is done. Okay, now we have to write pop function, no, push function, pop function. And for push function what you have to write, for push function what you have to write, we have to check if stack is full or not, because pushing, when we can do push, like when we can push into the stack, if it is full we cannot push it. So with that push function what we'll write is stack full function, isn't it? So this function will write. Correct. So what I'll do is I'll write is stack full. So I created a function of int type as is stack full. Okay, and inside that this will do what, this will check, like this is for the push function, if the function is full or not it will check, isn't it? So I'll write if top equals to 5. Why I'm writing 5? I have taken array size as 6, but I'm writing 5 here. Why I'm writing 5? Because array starting from where? 0. So top, if you see here, this array size is 4, but when it is full, what is that? Top value 3, isn't it? But array size is what? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because array start from 0th index, isn't it? Top is also starting from 0. Top equals to 3 means what? With this for this array, stack is full, isn't it? So for array size 6, top equals to 5 means what? the array is full, we cannot enter, isn't it? So what I'll do is I'll write return 1. It means the stack is full. Else what it will return? Return, else it will return 0. That what we saw, right? That what we saw. It will return like in is empty function. What is that is empty function? It will check like if it is is full function, correct? So what we are writing is stack full function. What is there? Like we'll check if top is size minus 1. Size was array size was 6. 6 minus 1 5. We have written that there. Return 1. It means stack is full, isn't it? Else it will return 0. That stack is not full, correct? So that is what we have written here. Now for this, what I have to write? Push function, isn't it? Because stack full function is related to whom? Push function. So I'll give data type as void. It will return nothing. This push function. So I'll write push. I'll define push function, and I'll give int, and I'll give some variable name as val. Why I'm giving, you'll get to know. Okay. Now I've given this. Okay. Now we'll check what? If the stack is full or not. Correct. So I'll do if this function I have to check, right? I'm creating just function, guys. Right now I'm creating function. So I'll call this function here. If is stack full, if it is true, if statement runs when, if it is true, right? Then I'll say cout what? Unable to push data. Unable to push data, isn't it? Not value. It will be there as val. What I have taken val, isn't it? Here I have taken what? Val. So I'll end the endl. Let me do with the code. Then I'll again explain. If you don't understand, again explain. If stack is full, it will say unable to push data. That whatever the value you are taking, that will be not. If this is true, then it will unable to push it. Return 1. Otherwise, return 0. So in else, what will write? In else, what we will write? Else, if we can fill the data, we'll increment the top. That's what we saw, right? So top plus plus, we increment the top. That is, this is what? Increment the top. This is increment the top by 1, correct? And what we'll do? Array of well, whatever value will be putting, it push to what? The top element, isn't it? Will increment, and we just want to put that in the arrays, in the stack, right? So that value will be given, and this value will be taken from where? We'll take that value, this val value, guys, getting it? So we'll go there. Now this for stack full and push is done. Now I have to do pop also, isn't it? Now I'll come outside. For pop, pop function will do, correct? So this is all I'm writing inside right now in main, but this should come outside main function. This should come outside main function. Okay. So these are all functions I'm defining outside the main function. This is what code we are writing. Implementation of stack using array. Stack is nothing, it's just a implementation of functions. Okay. Okay, so till now this is done. Like for the these two functions are done. Push, for push is stack full is done. This function is calling from here. We'll go through once again. Okay, no problem. Now we'll do which function? For pop. For pop, what you have to write? For pop, we have to write is stack empty or not. Like if stack a top is -1, then it is empty, then it will return 1, else it will return 0, isn't it? Then we'll write the pop function that if if this executed return once, it means it's true. If it is true, then it will say stack is empty, and if it is false, that is return 0, then it will be executed, isn't it? It will be removed, the top element will be removed, and will decrement the top because we are just removing from the top, so we need to come down also. Okay, so we'll write it here now. I'll write int is stack empty, empty is stack empty, correct? Then I'll write the condition if top equals to -1, then what? This means what? This means stack is empty, so it will return 1. return return 1. Return 1 means what? True. That okay, it's true that if top if this statement is true, then return 1 means say that stack is empty. Otherwise return what? So you can write if then else. Here I'm not writing, only one statement is there, so I'm not writing, I'm directly writing return 1 and return 0. I'll get you understand once again this code whole. I'll go through once again. Return 0. I think this function is done. Like whatever we were trying to print, this is done, correct? Now we want to write the what? Pop function. So what is there in the pop function, guys? We will pass the stack empty element. This function will pass in the if it is executed. If it is executed means what? If it is true, if statement checks if it is true or not. If it is true, then it executes. If it is true, then this will execute, else this will execute, correct? So if it is true, then it will return 1, means what? Stack is empty. If it is false, it will return 0. Return 0, it comes to else, it will say remove the top element. So we'll try to implement that only. So I'll give the data type as void. So it is, this function is returning nothing, pop. Okay, this is pop function. Now I open the curly braces. Now I have to check if the stack is empty or not. So if this function, we want to check if this is true, this means what? The stack is empty, isn't it? So I have to print what? If this is true, I have to print what? Cout stack is empty. Until correct. Else what? Else what I have to do? See here I have to use this curly braces for one statement. In if you don't write this curly bracket also, it's fine. So that you can see, I'm not writing it. Okay, so it will make more looking a different way. That's why I'm for one statement we that for if, then no need of writing curly bracket. Okay, correct. Here also I'm not writing if curly bracket then else, if then else for return. I'm not writing like this. If this, then this, otherwise else, this one, and this. I'm not writing this unnecessary. I don't want to like increase the lines of code. Are you getting it? That's why I'm writing for one statement. It is fine if you don't write it. Okay, I'll remove those stuffs. Okay. Okay, great. Now for pop function, else what we will do? If it is executed, then it will say stack is empty. Correct. Now else what I have to write? Like we have to pop the element, right? So I'll write cout popped element is correct. Popped element is what? ARR of top, isn't it? Top element will be popped out, isn't it, guys? This is the thing it will be popped. Okay, great. And then yes, Ashutosh. Thank you, guys. Yes, yes. Great, great. I'll go through once again the whole program. Don't worry. Okay. I'll go through the whole code again. Like if anyone like didn't understood, I'll go through the whole process and code. Everything I'll go through. Okay. That time you'll get it. Everything. Okay. Now we want to like if it is empty, then it will say empty it. Otherwise, we need to empty the what, the top element, isn't it? Now what I'll do is I'll decrement the top value also, isn't it? So I'll decrement the top value as top minus minus. Why? Because you guys remember, if we are deleting this one, so now when we delete, top 3 will not be there, isn't it? For this example, if I delete this, popping means what? Deletion. So if I delete this, top 3 value will become 2, isn't it? Because this let's upgrade will be there. So that time for popping we have to decrement it also, right? Isn't it? So that's why I decremented it. Correct. So is stack empty and is like this is done. I think this is done. Okay. Let's see once. Increment the top, decrement the top. Correct. Popping, pop the top value. Okay. So this is the thing we have to do. Now in main function, we have to write the push and pop. Correct. Suppose what I'll do is suppose write push, but push 45. Okay. Now push, but suppose 78. Now push 65. How many elements we can push? We have taken array size as 6. Get it? So push 68. Okay. Now push 85. Now what? Push 8. Correct. Okay. It already pushed. Okay. Now here no, because we didn't iterate anything, so it's not giving any value. Suppose right now I pushed how many elements? I'll get through the whole code. Okay, I'll get through the whole code. Okay. So what is the size of the array? 6, right? If I push one more thing, suppose push 78, and if I run it, unable to push data 78. Are you guys getting it? Why it's saying that? Are you getting it? Okay, so sake without void main. So in C++ we use int, like we return integer, correct? In main function we, are you saying something? Okay, I get it. I don't understand the reference, but I can, like, what I can understand is, like in C++, we return something integer, so that's why you use int main, correct? Okay, I'll go through the code. Okay, you see here what I've written. Array size is what? 6. But how many array elements we are trying to push? Here 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's why what is saying, unable to push data 78, because till here stack is full, isn't it? Now if I remove this one and I do pop operation, okay, I do pop operation. One time I did. I'll do pop operation 6 times and 7 times. Let's see what happens. I do pop operation, pop operation, pop operation, pop operation, pop operation. I do pop operation. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let us remove this one first. Okay. This pop will remove this 45 element from the stack. This pop will remove 78. This pop will remove 65. This pop will remove 68. This pop will remove 85. This pop will remove 8. So if I run, no, it will not give error, because basically it will remove, like you see, popped element is like all elements are getting popped. But if I write one more pop, you see what it is saying? Stack is empty. Because how many pop operation I'm running? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we have how many elements? 6 elements, isn't it? So it will not pop elements. So it will say stack is empty. Now I'll go through. So this is not, we are not traversing the like, array, and we are just printing everything. You can try to do that also. Now we'll go through once the code, like what is happening basically. So what we did is, guys, we initialized an array of size 6. So this is our first task. Okay, for implementation of stack, this is what we're doing, implementation of stack using array. So array size is fixed. So we given the arrays, we declared an array of size 6, correct? Then top equals to -1 represent that it's like stack is, when it's -1, it means the stack is empty. We have seen here, right? If top equals to 0 means it has one element. If top equals to -1, it has nothing. Stack is nothing. It is lying somewhere here, somewhere here. So it means it has nothing. That represents that. Okay. Now we have push operations and pop operation. For push operation, we have to check when we can push. If suppose you have bucket in your home, and if the bucket is full, like it is like filled with like to the top, so you cannot fill it, right, more. So push means what? Insertion. You cannot put more water in that bucket. So for that, what we'll do, we'll check if the bucket is full or not. If bucket is full, we cannot push that, like insert water, isn't it? So here what we're doing, with push function we are doing stack full, like we are checking if the stack is full or not, correct? So we are writing a function. That function we are calling here. So this is what? This is for push function, isn't it? So we written a push function, and we take like given a parameter as well, correct? So here what we did, we passed this function here. It means what? When 19 line will call, okay, will here calling of function is happening is stack full. So it will jump to 11th line. From 19 line it will jump to 11th line, and it will try to see if top is equals to 5 or not. Like when I wrote this means what? Top equals to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, right? So 6 elements means what? Top equals to 5, isn't it? Here 4 elements are here. What is the top variable value? 3. Size -1, isn't it? So here what 5. So we saw that it is saying that it is it was saying that stack was full, you cannot push it. So if it is that, it will return 1. Return 1 means from 13 line it will come to the 20 line, it will say unable to push the data. Return 1 means what? Return true. If statement does what? It only execute true statement, correct? Otherwise return 0. Return 0 means what? Return 0 means where it will go? From 15 line to it will go to 21 line. Return 0 means it will come from 15 line to 21 line. Now it will execute. If the stack is not full, just increment the top variable so that we can again put some value in it, and whatever value you are giving, well, array of top, this we were giving, right? Value 45, this is val. Push this is val, isn't it? So whatever value is giving, that put that, increment the top and put that. So this is for what? Checking, like pushing the data into the stack, correct? Now this is for what? Similarly we do for the empty pop function, deletion, correct? So again this function is called is stack empty. Is stack empty if top equals to -1, it means what? It's empty. Like we already said that, right? Here if top is -1, it means it stack is empty. So if top is if the stack is empty, we cannot take out anything, isn't it? So if statement does what? If statement executes only what is true, so it will return 1. So return 1 means what? From 29 line it will come to 37 line, and it will print that stack is empty, because if this condition satisfies according to our like whatever value we put. If this condition not satisfies, else, here we can, you can write else also, else then curly bracket, and only one statement is there, so I didn't write the else thing. Okay, so else it will return 0. From return 0 means where it will come to else statement. So it will pop the element, top element, correct? Then it will decrement the top, correct? If we want to decrement this, what will happen? We need top 3 becoming top 2, because this will not remain in the stack, isn't it? Because we are removing it. We remove it, it means top will decrease to 2. So that is what we're doing. We are decreasing the top to like top minus means decreasing the top by 1. Are you getting it? So this is the top pop variable, pop function, and here we are pushing and popping things. So here you cannot see that all the values here. Are you getting it? So here you cannot see the values, but what you can do is you can traverse the array, like you writing in everything elements what you're taking in array by writing for loop and everything, you can do that. So try to do that way also, if it is if you know. Okay, so okay so share the stack code please. Okay, I'll share, like I'll try to do everything. Okay, I'll try to give. Okay, so time is over. Tomorrow what we'll do is, guys, tomorrow we'll implement more on functions. Function is very important topic. We'll try to create calculator tomorrow. Like maybe 100 or 150 lines of code are there, so we'll try to create the calculator what you have in your mobile, so how that runs. So we'll try to do that. So what is that, Syed? Why you like hadn't put the value in the pop section? So like if you so there, if you write pop, no, it will basically take out the like what is there in the top. So that is the work of pop. We don't need to put value there. Are you getting it? Because it will not take value from the middle, isn't it? Pop function does not take value from the middle. Pop function means what? It will delete the top. Pop function means what, Syed? It will delete the top. Are you getting it? So that is what pop function work is. So it will not see. I don't need to write the value. If I write pop, no, it will delete the top. It will not delete this one. let's upgrade. It will not delete let's upgrade or let's upgrade dot in or let's upgrade. If I write any pop function here, it will delete the top element. So top element is what? Data science program. So it is by default, it will take from the top position. That's why I don't need to give any value. Okay, great. Side. Okay, today we'll end it here. I have full stack class also, so I have to take. Tomorrow we'll do one small project, that is building calculator. So we'll practice the functions very deeply there, so you get to do things also. You guys can do array problem from code, like whatever I taught. You guys can like by this small knowledge also, but you guys can attain the code shape or code forces problem, few easy problems. Okay, thank you, Syed. Thank you, Syed. Okay, at the last, I'll go through once again, or whatever, you know. So this is one of our program is Future Dev subscription model. That is for 2 months, guys, and it is only 399 rupees. If you have to pay 399, and you get to learn, you get 8 workshops in this 2 months. Every week you get certificate, and you get GitHub repositories and like industry experts and hackathon recommendation and all those, and you get GitHub courses there, SEO, DSA, Java, JavaScript, advanced Excel. You say anything, you get all those stuffs. Are you guys getting it? So only price is 399. You guys can join and check it. Okay, and last is, that is our full stack program that I'm taking currently. I'm taking with one other batch. There I have, most of the people are from non-tech background basically, and they want to switch to their tech IT background, and people are there from companies also, they want to switch to product based companies, correct? So I am mentoring them one to one, and like it's a 6-month course, and you got to like doubt clearing session on Saturday, Sundays, and everything. Like it's a huge comprehensive code. I teach C++, DSA in details. We have around 50 sessions for DSA only. C++ and DSA, we have 50 sessions, 2 hours daily. You guys can understand how much is that. So and then JavaScript program is there, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and then with that project, 15 project and one capstone project is there. So those stuffs are there, and I guide people with resume, and I take mock interviews and everything. I do one by one in Zoom call or in Google Meet, everything that I do. Okay, and I give whatever the interview questions, what are the things, like how I take interviews and everything, the tips and tricks I give there, those like to those people. Okay, so if you want to avail that full stack program also, or you want to take the future dev thing also, you guys can. For full stack program, you can avail it with what, if you use Let's Diwali coupon code, you'll get 7,000 off directly to that. And for today's session, if you want to avail the certificate, you just have to go to the description of YouTube. You have to just go to the description of YouTube. You have to click on the one link, and you have to fill the attendance, correct? So if you fill the attendance, okay, you get to get the certificate. Okay, so try to fill that. And if you want to join the future dev program, okay, if you want to that is for 399 rupees only. You get all the skills, 8 certificates, and with you get to interact with mentors and everything. So that is, tomorrow we'll do the project, and tomorrow is our last date. So DSA is very important. Try to find it in YouTube or anywhere, you will get it. How DSA is important, whether you have anything, any knowledge, DSA is much more important. So in our full stack program, we teach C++, DSA, and then HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So we give lots of stress on DSA because this is very important. Okay, thank you guys. We'll end it here today. Thank you. Good night to everyone. Tomorrow we'll start with it. Okay, the project. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay.